Hello everybody and welcome to Planeswalker Eredean once again, and we have some new Dragons of Tarkir spoilers, and once again, as always, I use magicspoiler.com to check out these spoilers, and you can check that out as well, but we're just going to go over a few. I have a few others that I want to look at in particular, but we have Shieldhide Dragon, which has, it's a pretty decent one, probably good for limited, nothing to really be crazy about, but it's a little expensive, but still does a good job. And then we'll talk about this one, which is Hedonist Trove. But obviously we can't read it out here. So I do have every card that's spoiled in a non-English language in another tab, even if it's not that great, just so I can go over it, basically. We have Silmargor's Scorn, an instant. Pretty decent counter, but counters aren't super crazy in standard right now, but it is still a very good one for what it is. We have Dragon Whisper, which is one I'm going to be going over. It looks really great, both for standard. It might be great for Temur, I'm seeing. That's what I'm thinking anyway, is great Temur card. We'll see what happens, but I think this is going to have eternal playability, and it's comparable to Kologhan Dragonlord. Mirror Mockery is going to be insane. I have so many ideas for that one, but that is an insane card in standard right now, especially going up against like Abzan, most likely what I would be playing it with. We have Display of Dominance, which is choose an instant, destroy target blue or black non-creature permanent. Permanents you control can't be the targets of blue or black spells your opponent's control this turn. So it's pretty decent, probably good sideboard material, both for standard and stuff, but, you know, mostly for against, obviously, mostly against Sultai. We have Encase in Ice, which is an aura that has flash, which is always really good. So this is probably going to be more of a Temur card, obviously, since it's enchant red or green. And when it enters the field, tap enchanted creature, and it doesn't untap. So it's kind of like a Frost Breath type ability, which is, it's going to be pretty decent. Nothing, again, probably sideboard material for sure. Self-inflicted wound, really good anti-Abzan deck, or anti-Abzan card there. Surge of Righteousness, decent, not great. Good anti-Mardu, though. That gain life is okay. Attacking, blocking creatures is always good, but the fact that it is black or red, you're really just going to want to sideboard it for Mardu. I feel like it'd be a waste even if you had it in going against the Sultai or potentially Temur, because you're just not going to get as much value out of it as you could get from something else. And then we have Dragon's Roar right here, which I will talk about in a second because it is in German. Kologhan's Command, really, really great card. I want to talk about that in a little bit too. Crater Elemental, it's a decent card. I see great things for limited. Not pretty junky, not amazing, but good for limited. Good for limited. Dragonlord's Prerogative, not amazing, but it is, I don't know. It's something that could really help with Jeskai right now. It is a big cast. I don't see maybe Temur paying that really easy, actually, but I don't see Temur getting a lot of value out of this as much as Jeskai would. But it's still something. It is uncounterable, but counters, again, aren't really big in standard right now. I see this in EDH being a really good thing, though, so we'll see that. We have Anafenza, the Kian Tree Spirit. I'm pretty excited about this. I'm not too keen on her being a soldier. I mean, I know she was already a soldier, but she's going to be great for soldier tribal, but she's not great for standard warriors, which is what I was hoping for. But still, she's got a good body, and I could see this doing some crazy things against a few decks. The fact it has Bolster 1, if it doesn't get, taken care of, she will get out of control. So for 2 mana, that is great value. I've already gone through Swift Warcry and everything else in previous video, so I'm not going to go through those, as that'd be just a waste of everybody's time, mostly yours. So we have Kologhan's Command, first thing I'm going to talk about here. This is a crazy cool instant rare. So obviously it's the 3 mana, 1 black, 1 red, 1 colorless instant. Choose 2. Return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. That's good value for 3 already. Target player discards a card. That's pretty decent extra bit if you don't need to destroy an artifact, which is always really good. Not super great in standard right now. There's not a whole lot of crazy artifacts. We'll see next block, though, with Battle for Zendikar. That might be a very important thing. Or even in Magic Origins, who knows what's going to be coming out of that. Kologhan's command deals 2 damage to target creature or player right there. Right there is something very good added with any of these other things. I'm thinking, I mean, especially with Mardu, you could be bringing back any kind of recursion creature, a dash creature, something like that, and then bam, hit him with 2 damage, you know, destroy an artifact that's giving you hell, or discard a card, you know, that's always fun, or, well, not really fun either way, but it's always a good thing to deal with your opponent. So I'm seeing this going to get some great standard play. Might even make Mardu a bit of a more of a contender in standard. We'll see, though. And then we have Dragon Whisperer, which I absolutely love. Again, I compare it to Keldon Dragon Lord? Keldon Dragon Lord, yeah. I love that card. It is just absolutely amazing. It has the level up ability similar to these abilities here. 2 for 2/2. Always good value right there, just as it is. And then it has potential for flying and a little bit of expensive fire breathing, but fire breathing is always awesome and you can never count that out. And with Temur, you're probably going to be able to easily pay for that. And then it has Formidable, which is put a 4/4 red dragon creature with flying onto the battlefield. Activate this ability only if creatures you control have total power 8 or greater. So if you have some Temur mana dorks out, you're going to be able to pay for that real easy. And I see in Temur Formidable being a really easy thing to get. I mean, really, it's not like you have to have one creature with power 8 or greater. You need to have a total of that. So I'm seeing maybe this card in standard play very much for Temur. I see this as being a great finisher for Temur control, especially. So I think we'll see something out of that. I really hope so. I love this. I'm going to try to get myself one because this is just a cool card. And then we have Mirror Mockery, which I think is absolutely bonkers. So it's 1 blue, 1 colorless for an aura. Enchant creature. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, you may put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of that creature. Exile that token at the end of combat. So, I mean, this isn't even something you have to put on your opponent's creature, but you could put it on your own creature. You could put this on you know, a clever imposter or something and just get a bunch of crazy, you know, copies. You could put this on a opponent's Siege Rhino and just get so much value out of that Siege Rhino. Your opponent will want to kill its own Siege Rhino or destroy your enchantment, but who knows what you'll be able to do that. But it's just, I just see so much power coming out of Mirror Mockery. Because it does say you put it onto the battlefield that's a copy of that creature. So it does enter with enter the battlefield effects like Siege Rhino. So we'll see Mirror Mockery. I'm just seeing really crazy things out of this. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I think this is going to be like one of the cards that's going to do some really crazy stuff. Crater Elemental, this is a great limited card. I think this is going to, in drafts and sealed, that this is going to be a good pick for Temur or Mardu, because this can kill rhinos, or no, can't kill rhinos, but it can kill a lot of stuff just with this sacrifice ability. And that Formidable, which is pretty decent, again in Temur especially, a little bit in Mardu, but not really nearly as easy to attain as Temur especially. But just to be able to get that 8 power going, oof, that'll be painful. But again, great limited card, not so much standard. We'll see if somebody in standard sees something more that I don't see, but as of right now, I think that is a great limited bomb. And then we have Dragon Roar right here, which is, again, in German, and it couldn't be read otherwise. So we have a red instant. It's an uncommon, And as an additional cost to Dragon War, you may reveal a dragon from your hand. Dragon Roar deals 3 damage to target creature. If you revealed a dragon card or control a dragon as you cast Dragon Roar deals 3 damage to that creature's controller. So holy shit. That is value right there. You get, okay, so just imagine this is Lightning Strike. You get that 3 damage. But then you get an extra 3 damage to throw right in the opponent's face. That is insane. I think this is going to be a really great thing for Jeskai, Temur, and Mardu. I think, this will be a great sideboard at the very least. It is just insanely good, I think. I mean, just think you're getting 2 lightning bolts, basically, for the price of 2 lightning bolts. I like that a lot, though. That's a very good card, I think. And then we have Anafenza here. Actually, let's go to Hedonist Trove first. Since this is also in what I believe is Chinese. Not quite sure, but I believe it's Chinese. It doesn't look Japanese to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb. Hedonist Trove. It's a black enchantment for 7 mana, 2 black, 5 colorless. When Hedonist Trove enters the battlefield, exile all cards in target opponent's graveyard. You may play land cards exiled by Hedonist Trove. Once per turn, you may cast a non-land card exiled by Hedonist Trove. So that's really cool. A little expensive. Well, quite expensive, I would say. But you do get some pretty cool abilities out of that. And I see it being pretty decent, probably in Limited Bomb, but not much more than that. God, I just want to put a C right there. But that's okay. I see in the black that you're probably going to be able to play lands exiled by Hedonist Trove, no problem. But just because you may have a lot of discards or, well, the fact it's Sultai, you could probably have a lot of milling going on, so you could probably throw a lot of lands out there, and you could probably get a lot of lands into your onto your battlefield. I don't know if this is going to be the same, like, I would assume you could only play 1 land per turn, like, including your own, so you can't, like, play one of your lands and then grab one of theirs. That's my assumption, of course. But this ability right back down here is pretty great, too. Again, not amazing for standard, but a limited bomb nonetheless. Now we have Anafenza Kinstree Spirit to finish this baby off. Creature I just absolutely love. I liked Anafenza early Anafenza, I suppose. Not early, but first, the cons of Tarkir. I really loved Anafenza. She's a great creature. This one is pretty good. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be like super amazing, but I like it. A little sad to see she died, but I still think she is pretty good. I think she will be very hard for a lot of decks to get rid of, and just what she's gonna be doing is really gonna mess with some things. I think this will make red-white in standard. I could see a red-white deck in standard being done with this in Dash. I don't know. I suppose I could see it in Mardu. Abzan a little bit, but you don't play that many creatures in Abzan, and it's already got a lot of things for its two CMC. It's got Fleecemane Lion mostly, and Rakasha Death Dealer, and I think something else right now. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's got a lot of stuff in the 2 spot. But I could definitely see her in a standard Boros deck, and in Eternal Soldier decks will love to have her, for sure. Because that bolster one with non-token creatures entering the battlefield, that'll be absolutely fantastic, I think. And I think she's a good card, and I hope I get one of her. Well, not one of her, probably like 2 of her. But she wouldn't be something I go crazy about drawing, pretty much. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you look forward to more Dragons of Tarkir or Magic Origins and Zendikar spoilers, you can subscribe right here, and I will be doing more as time comes on, and the more things get spoiled, the more I will do these videos. But if you enjoyed this video, if it was informative, leave a like. If you have any ideas that I missed, let me know in the comments below. And as always, have a hell of a week. Now, somebody hit my music.